In a humanist world, we think the human can just approach the world and other beings for its own good, so we can consume natural resources and exhaust them, and that is perfectly justified because we are the center of the world. In a posthumanist world, we would conceive of ourselves as non-exceptional, as on the same level as other living beings. We would think of ourselves as entangled with them. We would understand ourselves as beings that are multiple and that are quite dependent on all of those other beings we're related to. If we were to leave behind this conception that we're exceptional and that we are the beings that have the most value, we would rethink the way we value other beings, how we value the environment, the way you approach your gardening. For example, are you gardening for your own good and your own enjoyment, or are you perhaps creating a garden where bees can thrive and other bugs? We see, for example, a lot of concerns these days about the use of plastics. They open up dead animals' bellies and they find how many grams or kilograms of plastic. In a posthumanist world, we would control the use of plastic. We would restrict it, probably prohibit it, and look for alternatives that are eco-friendly and that do not damage other beings. Posthumanist thinking also branches out to critique of political systems of oppression, but also economical systems. If we were to adopt a posthumanist point of view with our economic relations, we would go back to modes of living that leave less of a footmark. There's been an acceleration in consumerism and building things that don't last. The fashion industry, for example, and how many tons of clothes get wasted and what kind of exploitative labor practices are associated with that. Like, this all is in need of radical change, and adopting a posthumanist perspective would allow for moving toward that change.